Good morning, everybody. This is Tony, the old guy outside. Gonna try a little fishing this morning. Fish by the dock, under the mangroves. Got some frozen shrimp, some cut mullet. Let's see how we do. Planned on being out here about 6:30, but got a little late start. Gonna throw a popping cork in my favorite spot. Just outside a line of mangrove trees. And usually we're pretty successful with trout. Caught a few reds here. Even hooked up into a snook right over there one day. We'll see what happens. Let's give it a go, and let's see how we do. Not sure we'll get any luck, but just finished raining. We'll see what happens. But looks like it'll end up being another beautiful day in Florida. Of course, every day is a beautiful day in Florida. Catch y'all in a minute. Just throwing a little popping cork, little 20-pound leader. I've hooked into a few really big black drum in here, but we'll see what there might be lurking around here for this morning. See if I can get out to this point. And now, we sit and wait. Let's see if we can hook up into something. Age-old fishing game, sit and wait. Like looking around these little docks and yeah, see there's some sheep's head down there. I don't have any. Oh. Well, I just had a bite because I wasn't paying attention. Still got my shrimp. Something took it. We'll cast her back out there again, see? It's always when you don't pay attention that you get the bites. Took my head right off. Holy cow. Whatever it was followed it in because it just popped a. Got it. Fish on. That was a quick bite. Maybe we got ourselves a trout. Ooh, good fighter. Good fighter. Staying down. Get out of the piling. Get out of the piling. Oh man, we got ourselves a kitty cat. Well, that's what you get for summertime. Got ourselves a little kitty cat. But hey, skunk is off. Got a fish anyway. Doesn't mean it's a good one, but we got a fish. Listen to them groan. Grunt, I guess is the right word. All right, settle down. Where's that hook at? That way. Well, that's one down. And then let's see if we can get ourselves a trout and not a cat. That's an aggressive little catfish. That was an aggressive little catfish because he took that bait like he was a big old trout or a red. He just, no hesitation. For those of you who catch a lot of cat, you'll know what I'm talking about. Usually cats will do a slow pull. Slow under, slow pull. This thing was just an instant solid hit, not a playing around. Well, there's a lot of fish seem to be jumping right here, and I did have another really good bite. I just didn't get it. I don't know if I'm dealing with a school of catfish or maybe in mix. See, right there. Got him. Got him. That's another cat. Wow, we got a school of catfish out there apparently. Usually there's trout right over there, but apparently not today. I mean, catching's always fun to see your float go under, but these are some really large shrimp. Granted, they're frozen. Some large shrimp. Really odd to see catfish attacking them that ferociously this early in the morning. But again, as I always say, a catch is a catch. Whether or not it's the species you want, it's still a fish. Now, the funny part is if I was in Thailand, I was just talking to my wife. She called right in the middle of me catching something, so I was talking with her, which I'll edit that part out, of course. But she said, why don't you keep it and eat it? And in Thailand, that's exactly what they would do. They would keep catfish, they'd gut it, get some oil, deep fry the whole thing, or they would put it over an open fire, cook it, and I mean, yeah, it's their way is not to throw any fish away, because to them any fish is good and edible. And when I'm over there, I've got a house over there. When I'm over there, I agree. You know, they serve fish, we eat it. I don't really care what kind of fish it is. But they love their catfish, hardheads, flatheads. They love catching their fish. They have a lot of snake fish, so they eat that too. See, there we go again. Just had another bite, took it under real fast. Don't know if still got my shrimp. So I doubt that was a trout, maybe another catfish schoolie. For some reason we got a school of catfish over there, I think. That was a fast one. Let's see. Oh, it got off. Had him right there, and that was not a catfish. Whatever it was pretty good. Dang. Can't catch them all, but it sure would be nice if you could. So this last one, it got just to the surface. This is a catfish, I know that. I saw it bite. I only had a small piece of shrimp on there. So since it's leftover shrimp, that was definitely a cat. And yeah, we definitely have a school. And yes, we definitely have a school of catfish over there. With that many fish biting this morning, still thinking there's a trout over there. Whether or not I can get him. That last fish came to the surface wasn't a catfish. Well, this one I just caught was a catfish, but the one before that we got to the surface, got off over there by the pilings. Wasn't a cat. Don't know if it was a mangrove or a trout. I thought it was a trout, but we'll see. All you can do is, as my good friend Fishman Mike would say, fish on. If y'all haven't checked out Fishman Mike's YouTube channel, check him out at Fishman Mike. He goes crabbing, does a lot of fishing out of his kayak. He's got himself a really nice bass boat now, so he's been doing some Okeechobee and bass, crappie, cichlids. He even got, I saw a recent video where he got himself peacock bass. So check out Fishman Mike. You guys will enjoy his channel. My grandson tells me, since I have crab traps, why don't I throw some crab traps in here, or at least my day hand lines, ring nets. And while I'm fishing, see if a crab will come through, because there's a grass line right out there. I haven't tried it yet. I might. Fishman Mike does a lot of crabbing with his folding traps. Another good friend, Brad from Jimmy's and Snook's, he's got a kayak, but he goes out with actual crab traps, drops them for a couple of days. And he does some ring traps too, but they all have got their spots that do very well. I haven't found my producing spot yet. I got a couple more spots to try soon, but we'll see. Right now, we'll just do some fishing. To trout territory and not catfish territory. At least we hope. We can always hope. Right there. Something hit right on the stump. We had a lot of mullet in here, but I've seen some manatees come in, snook come in, sheepshead, of course, down by these pilings. On a clear enough water, you can see them. Oh, man. Got another bite and I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. Isn't that just typical? Yep, clean my clock. Let's see if we can get ourselves out to a trout bite. This time we'll pay attention, see what happens. And that sun's starting to come out. It's going to get hot and really fast. I mean, you know, catching fish is catching fish, but I'm sure most of the viewers like to see something a little more substantial than a catfish. If it was up to my wife, we'd have 3 catfish already and she'd have dinner. Good thing about Thailand too is when we catch catfish and things like that, I never have to clean them or do anything. My wife usually takes care of all of that and I just get to enjoy the finished product. Not that catching catfish is a good or a bad thing here, even though we usually don't keep them. But even if I kept them, then I'd still have to clean them and take care of them, which I prefer catching as opposed to cooking. But if I got in season, of course, if I got a good slot red out here or a snook during the season, I'd keep it. if they were legal. But as far as catching catfish, like I can cast net mullet in here all day long, which we've done that as well. Me and my brother usually will cast net some finger mullet in here. Sometimes we'll see a big school of big mullet, catch some big mullet, and we can smoke those for trout dip or smoked mullet dip. And that is probably another kitty for sure. Yep, that's what it is. They fight really good though. One thing you must admit, catfish do fight good. And the thing is, I'm using such very large shrimp. And the shrimp I have we were using pieces for pompano fishing recently. When we went to the beach with my son-in-law and grandson. So I had all these large leftover shrimp. That I froze. And we had fun catching whiting at the beach, but I froze all these so I could use them for bait at some future date, like now. Problem is, seems like all I've got is a bunch of schooly catfish and no trout. And usually, in the spot I'm fishing, which I don't know if you can see, but right out there, spot I'm fishing, there's usually trout over there. But seems like today all we're catching is some catfish today. And now we have a dolphin. Oh, look at that. Look at that, right over there. We got a dolphin swimming. Right there, feeding. So whatever decent fish were in here are going to get scared away now. See, he's right there. Yep, he's feeding. He's got himself some fish. Look at him jump. Where'd you go, little one? Right there. Oh, wow, it's a whole pod. 3 or 4 mamas, and it looked like there were some babies in there. Yep, they're coming right into the spot, feeding. Right there where I usually cast out and fish. It's right where I was. So obviously there's some fish there. I just caught the catfish. I didn't get any of the trout. Hey, that's pretty cool. There they go. And right down there are some redfish and sheep's head. Pretty cool. See some big old reds in here. I mean, I know they're here. We've seen them before. We've caught them before. But to see them underneath a dock like that was pretty awesome. There are some huge snook in here. They're schooling. It's a big school of snook. And just patrolling in here. Patrolling for food. Right under the dock, 2.5 feet of water. Not even that. Maybe a foot. Look at them schooling right there. 3, 4, 5. Wow. One out there, 2, 3, 4. There's number 5. There's number 6 right out there. Look at those. Let's see if we can hook into one more something. Like I said, mostly cats, but man, there's some snook and reds hitting here. Just missed that bite. Tells me it wasn't a catfish. But it does seem to be the main thing biting out here today. Seems to be catfish, even though I've seen some red. 2 snook back up in the shallows. That's a catfish right there. That's a catfish. That's a catfish all day long. Much heavier, much bigger one. And yes, my wife would absolutely love me to keep these, but I don't. I'm going to let you go if you calm down. Got a couple more shrimp left, so. But because I have seen those reds in that snook, I think I'm going to have to go get some live shrimp here soon and try this again. And maybe even get a handful of fiddler crabs. Try these little sheep heads. I see something coming out of the trees. Oh, hit him right there. That's a snook or something. I don't know what that was. But the bite was completely odd. I saw a weight come out from under the mangroves. Sometimes that tells me a snook or a red. Something popped it really hard twice. On the surface, I could see it popping and hitting it. Wow, that was, I don't know what that was. Popping it at the surface certainly is not a catfish. Whatever it was kind of an odd hit. Don't know what does that. Could have been a trout. Could have been a little red. Could have been a little snook for that matter. Let's go try it again and see what happens. Caught me by surprise. I didn't have a chance to set the hook. Ah, it's just a kitty cat. I knew that. Yeah. That one was a kitty cat. I see there's something hitting out there too. Some bait, live bait is getting smacked over there. Just where we caught this cat. Let's see if we get lucky. What really surprises me though is that these catfish are going after these massive shrimp. I mean, these aren't little teeny shrimp. I mean, these are, I don't know if you can see that, but these are pretty good sized shrimp right here. And those catfish are attacking them like, caught me by surprise. I didn't have a chance to set the hook. Ah, it's just a kitty cat. I knew that. Yeah. That one was a kitty cat. But usually I'll catch little schoolie trout on these frozen shrimp like this. But apparently not today. It would appear that all I got is a bunch of schooly catfish. Ah, right there. Little red right underneath me. How about that? Yeah, that's a catfish right there. That was a cat. All right, one more shrimp after this, and we're done. Man, my wife would have been very happy with all these cat. Oh, there's a turtle. Wife would have been happy with all these catfish today, but sorry, hun, we're not keeping them. Just ragtagged up. Let's cast out one more time. Let's see what we can get here. So we'll do one last cast. Go up, make coffee for Mom, and regroup for the next time. But whether it's fish on or crab on or shrimp on, just getting outside, enjoying God's creation, getting to catch a fish or two, or 3 or 4 or 5, albeit catfish, still a fun day. It's a great way to start a morning, I'll tell you. And we'll end it on a catfish bite. No, 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 no. Come back around the other way. There we go. Got him around that piling. Hey, look at that, people. Oh my God. My last shrimp, last cast. I hope you guys can see that, but there we have a trout. That is phenomenal. Not a keeper, but you know what? I'll take it. Last cast, last shrimp. That was pretty fun. We'll let this baby go. Mwah. That was pretty darn cool, I'll tell you. Target species, caught it. All right, everybody. Last cast, nice trout. Not a keeper, but fun. Target species. So today we've seen redfish, snook, trout, catfish, of course, manatees, porpoise, or dolphin. That has been an incredible day. What a great day just to get out, enjoy some nice cool weather in the morning. It's going to get hot this afternoon. So with that, I'm Tony, old guy outside. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Check out my channels. Check out my Etsy shop at oldguyoutside.etsy.com. Check out my Amazon KDP books. I got a series called Grandpa Goes, and it's adventures with my grandkids. First one was Grandpa Goes Crabbing on the River. Second book was Grandpa Goes Whitewater Rafting. And the third book I just released was Grandpa Goes Scuba Diving. I've got one in the works now of Grandpa Goes Hiking with the grandkids. And I've got my word search puzzles. Just got a very large order for my military Honor Our Heroes series of word search books. I have Honor Our Heroes Military Edition, Honor Our Heroes Law Enforcement, one for nurses and one for construction workers. And I'm working on a 5th book for that as well. So check out all my other sidelines that I'm working on. And I'll talk with you all soon. I'll leave the links for all my channels down below and all my platforms down below. So check out the links, check out the description, and you all have an absolutely blessed day and a blessed week. This is Tony, old guy outside.